if you are the executor of an estate and you're trying to figure out how in the world can I have this process done and completed, or you find yourself with a large estate and you have not finished, but you're coming up on needing to send in a annual account or report. Today, we're going to review and go over what those differences are and some of the key features of both of those, and hopefully help you be able to deal with those. I'm Courtney Rollins with the State Pro Service, here to share and help people who are going through the probate and estate planning process, make that process easier while generating income and wealth primarily through real estate. I'm just putting in my information here just so people can check it out, and hopefully that will help folks. estateproservice.com. If you are listening to this, then you're not being able obviously to see what I just shared, but definitely check us out on the In the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook group. And yes, so let's rock and roll. Let's see, did it trying all these new little things here? I don't think it's showing, but that's all right. What happens if I click there? All right, so it's showing across the screen. Oh man, technology is amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can help some people out who are the executors of estates or administrators of estates. All right, so final accounting versus annual accounting in North Carolina. Just a few disclaimers, or one really. I'm not a financial advisor, or nor am I a attorney, so I'm not giving legal advice. I'm sharing my experience as a probate expert, someone who has worked very closely in the estate office, has experience working with folks, and hopefully the experience can help you and help make your life a little easier. All right, so probate, if you've already gone this far, you know what probate is, but there may be someone who's a practitioner or someone who may be facing pending probate that's not sure what exactly it is. That's the legal process of settling the affairs, the property and the debt that someone has passed away with it in their name. And that's what's called in North Carolina. If you have a large estate, which the total assets is over $20,000 as of this recording, February 14th, 2024, then it's a large estate, and for the most part, you'll have to go through the probate process. So let's take a look. One of the big features for final accounting is that it does, well, both of them require extensive um, recording and documentation to ensure accuracy. But the final accounting definitely does because that's going to be your sign off. All right. So you need to make sure that you have everything in order, and pretty much the account needs to be zeroed out. There needs to be nothing remaining in the deceased party's name. All right. So that requires a lot of note taking. There is great, like I say, software that's available, things that are the QuickBooks for estates. And if you need any support with that, reach out to me. I have partnerships and discount codes that I can share and provide with you. So feel free to reach out, Courtney at estateproservice.com. Another feature is once you're done with the final accounting, it is done. It's your final confirmation. You get to sign off and you are relieved of your duties and your accountability as a fiduciary. So, congratulations. You've done the task and you can move on with other parts of your life. It also provides a snapshot. The final accounting provides a snapshot of the estate. It tells where what the assets were in there, where they were distributed, who was paid, who was given benefits, and it lists all the beneficiaries, all the folks' claims that came in and were addressed. Final accounting also has a detailed list, as I said, of all the liabilities, assets, the income that was received before or received after the estate was opened, and any expenses that was incurred during the probate process that's specific to the administration or the execution of the probate of the will or administration of the probate. And it demonstrates how the assets have been distributed, as I said earlier. What heirs got what beneficiaries got received what. Yeah, so I hate that there's a typo there. I have to go back and clean that up. All right, now annual counting. Again, perhaps you still are or working on things and you weren't able to file, but each year or there has to be an annual count. And one of the features of this annual count, features of the annual count, is it provides a just a temporary snapshot of what the estate's situation, financial situation is. All right, it gives you an update, and it's usually every year that has to happen. So every year that the probate's open, it has to happen. It's a way to maintain transparency and make sure there's proper oversight for the estate's assets and financial transactions. It records any income that was earned. Perhaps there's a business that was still in the person's name, or like a rental, or any other type of business, or there was expenses that were incurred that is the estate's responsibility. Any changes in the assets or liabilities, as the stock gone up or gone down during this period will be shown on there. All right, and if of course, if, well, I guess stock wouldn't be necessarily because that's at the time of the person's passing, but it would any type of, again, income or or debt that was occurred during that time period has to show. It also gives this court the opportunity to show any vested parties or interested parties have the opportunity to monitor. That's where that transparency comes in, and allows for them to see another one if there's any discrepancies or regulatory irregular activity that's taking place, because as a fiduciary you have that responsibility. You can be held civilly liable, and in some cases, if it's a and huge engrossment, criminally liable, but for the mismanagement. So it's a very serious responsibility that a personal representative takes on. It again allows for everyone to see all the beneficiaries who are expecting benefits from this. They are able to see the progress in the financial history or health of the estate. Now, if you need any support, I'm that hub in the will as far as connecting you to financial advisors, or using some of my team's moving services, my team's clean out services, estate sales. If you're trying to keep the property and you want to, if there is property involved and you want to fix it up, we have contractors. Of course, I can offer cash offers to folks who are want interested in selling. If you're interested in listing, I can do that as well. And again, if you need, which I definitely recommend, and this family attorney, it's very important that you connect with one. I can offer some great referrals based on your needs. Definitely reach out. Definitely connect. If you want a free consultation, just sign up for the calendly.com/estate pro service. We'd love to see how we can be a part of your journey and your world, and hopefully make this situation, this challenging time, a little bit easier for you. This is the Life in Transitions Expert Podcast. If you have questions, I'm specifically doing this because I'm helping a person to go through their accounting. They've been rejected several times, so they have to file an accounting. And we're taking a deeper look to see what's going on there, offering as much support as possible, connecting them to an attorney, but also sitting shoulder to shoulder with them so they can spend a little less time in the attorney's office and hopefully get this taken care of. So this is a direct response to almost all my content is a direct response to a real life issue that's taking place. So I say all that to say, if you have questions, challenges that you're coming across, this is how I grow, this is how I learn. And if I don't have the answer, or at least my opinion of it from my experience, I definitely would find it as best I can, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you. This is the Life in Transitions Experts Podcast. That's LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.